Hi, everybody. This is Jonathan Dent with Alpha Media radio stations here in Saginaw. You can hear me on WSGW. Today, we're bringing you a really cool opportunity on a Sunday afternoon to get out and learn a little bit about one of our local Lutheran schools. It is the Peace Lutheran School open house here from 1 to 3 p.m. this afternoon at Peace Lutheran School. It's at the corner of Lawndale and Shattuck. And I got a little sneak peek before we went live here, and it is an impressive place with impressive people. And I would love to introduce you to one of those impressive people. Right now, we're joined by Misty Gower. She is the Communications and Marketing Director for Peace. Misty, hi there.
Hi, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us. Hey, this is a great opportunity that people have to get out and learn a little bit more about Peace and all of the things that you have to offer there. But we're going to give a little sneak peek here and see if there's something someone might be interested in. So where are we starting?
We are starting actually in our early childhood wing. This wing was built on just a few years ago when we decided to add on to our early childhood program to offer infants and toddler care. So now we here in this building, we care for children age 6 weeks all the way through grade 8 because we
Wow.
built on and have this beautiful wing, and I would love to show you more. So I'm going to flip my camera and we're going to just start and give you a sneak peek through this building.
Absolutely. It's not a very common thing to have child care from 6 weeks all the way through preschool, kindergarten, all the way up to eighth grade. So it's awesome to be able to see that a little bit here. I am curious. You said it was expanded on pretty recently. Was there a reason for that? I know a few years ago, the world might have been going through something, but I know it was tough on a lot of schools, a lot of private schools. My mom is actually a Lutheran school teacher, so I know the private school sector kind of had their own struggles at that time. But what was the expansion like then?
Well, actually, I just lost you for just
Oh,
a minute, and it was completely user error. If you'll ask the question again, though, I can answer it for you.
well, I'm just saying it's not common to have ages 6 weeks all the way through eighth grade care, and you said that was a fairly recent thing. Was that born of necessity or?
It absolutely was. Actually, our church is over on Adams in the city of Saginaw, and we outgrew it like nearly 25 years ago. We moved out here, and then we outgrew this. We were offering preschool through grade 8, and we needed more space. And it had always been the founders of the school, it had always been a goal to have infant and toddler care. It just wasn't the right time as far as funding. But a few years ago, it finally all worked out, and here we are. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about this room. This is our multi-purpose room in the Early Childhood Center, and it serves, well, actually, I'm going to let Kathy here tell you what this room serves. She's our Early Childhood Program Director.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello. Hi, how are you? This room serves as a little mini gym for our early childhood students. Our kindergarten through eighth grade students are always using the gym for PE and after school sports. So we use this in the morning and in the afternoon for kindergarten through eighth grade care. We also have summer camp programs that run out of this room. Kids eat lunch in here at times. And then all of our toddlers through preschoolers can use it for gym. And then we also have Saturday night worship in this room right now.
Yeah, we do. And our before and after school care programs as well. We offer care for if you need to drop off your kid a little bit early before school starts or stay until, the evening. We do have care available then too.
We're open from 6:30 to 6 Monday through Friday. We're open on school days off. We're open on most snow days or weather days. So we like to serve the community and get new families into our school and our church.
All right, well, let's go see some of our rooms here.
So we're starting off kind of with oldest, and then we'll go down to youngest. We have 10-month programs that run 5 days a week. They're half-day programs, morning and afternoon. And then we also have the younger kid programs are Monday through Friday, and you can choose your schedule. So it's flexible scheduling. This is my classroom. I have 2.5 to 3-year-olds in my room right now. And so we're teaching potty training. We have short, large group times to help with their attention span. And we're doing a lot of self-help skills, helping them learn how to take care of themselves.
And one of the things you will notice that helps with that potty training is all of these early childhood rooms do have their own bathrooms. So it's different from our school. You're not having to go into a bathroom that you share with the older kids. All of these have their own restrooms built right in.
And that's huge for maintaining ratios and making sure that kids are safe and where they're supposed to be, especially at that early age.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, this particular wing has security doors on both ends of it. So as we move into the school, that room is locked, or that doorway is locked, so that we need to allow people to enter our early childhood wing, both at the front door and kind of at the back door into the school. This is our preschool threes room. As you'll see, it's a little bit bigger. This program runs Monday through Friday, which is a little bit different than most preschools. And then in the afternoon, we have another multi-age room for threes and fours.
When we have all of our, you see building blocks and activities set up for the parents who are coming in and wanting to know what their kids are going to be doing throughout the day. Miss Lee here has everything set up so you can come in and check out and see exactly what they'll be doing and why they will be doing it. We're happy to explain everything we got going on here.
You also can enroll your child here today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big day. We got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go right on down to the infant room. Our infant room has half walls up to the adult's waist, so that there's boundaries for the babies to keep them safe. So we have an eating area, a playing area, and a sleeping area. All of our rooms are capacity of 12, and it's a 1-to-3 ratio. And that goes all the way up to 2.5.
Wow, these are some big spaces, and they all look pretty self-contained. So everything that teachers and students need, all in one place.
Yes, we also have our own playground, which is right out the doors, so that you can just walk outside your door and get to the playground, and it's poured in place rubber, so that kids that are crawling, kids that are walking and possibly could be falling down, it's just a very safe place to play.
Absolutely. Can you go over one more time what ages we're talking about in this wing here?
Sure, it's 6 weeks all the way up to children that are 5 but are not going to kindergarten yet.
Okay.
So we have flexible scheduling. You can do 2 days, you can do 3 days with our multi-age classrooms. And then we also have our 5-day programs. You can go half day or full day.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I'm going to take you on down now and we're going to go through. We've just left the early childhood wing. We're entering the part, this is actually where before the expansion where the school stopped, but now we are coming on down and we're heading into our crossings or our commons. And this is where everyone will enter. It's at the K-8 main entrance off of Lawndale. This is where everyone will be entering for the open house today. We ask that you come to that entrance so we can give you a proper greeting. And as you can see, it looks pretty fun in here. We try and give a theme to all of our open houses. And this year's open house theme is Candyland.
Oh,
So
awesome.
so I am hoping that there's actually some real candy on hand because that's kind of a tease if not. But we've got it all decorated and try and make it a fun experience. We also have some drawings today. We were blessed to be chosen this year because of Frankenmuth Credit Union. They sponsored us as a Saginaw Spirit School. And so that means that we have tickets to give away. And if you come in, you will be entered for a 4-pack of ticket vouchers to any home game, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you in through here our media center. Yes, I was just wondering where he was.
Hey, y'all. How we doing?
Hi
This
there.
is, yeah, this is Pastor Matthew Hauser, and he is our principal here at the K-8 school.
Yes.
And we like to call him our Principastor because he is both the principal and the pastor. So he will actually take you in here for a brief description of our media center.
Yeah, come on in. I'm gonna throw on some lights. I think this is one of the most beautiful places in our entire building, which is saying something because I think the building is quite gorgeous. This is our library and our computer lab.
Mhm.
It is also where we have staff meetings and morning devotions, and our whole church and school uses this space that you'll see here in a minute to meet and hang out and do whatever we need to do. But it's a pretty gorgeous spot. Have you been in any classrooms yet?
Not yet. Well, we've been on the early childhood end.
Sure.
Mhm.
So you can see the smart board. It's turned off at the moment, but we have these smart boards in every single one of our classrooms as well, which is really helpful for meetings and teaching and all sorts of different uses. But yeah, this is one of my favorite spots in our whole school.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier that this space serves two very important purposes. This is kind of more your traditional library here with all your books and do we still have Dewey Decimal System? I don't know.
I definitely am unaware of whether or not that's even a thing in life still.
I don't know either,
I
but
think we just have last names.
I'm just really old and remember that's how we had to look things up.
Indeed.
And then over here, it's kind of you meet old world versus new world. This is our technology lab. So we do believe that technology is integrated into everything that we do. And as I was trying to tell you earlier, we have one-to-one devices for our students, grades K through 8,
Right.
that they do have their own laptops that they use for homework and throughout the day, but we also have this computer lab so that we can integrate that technology into all we're doing.
We also just managed to get our hands on some virtual reality headsets. We have an
Wow.
entire, we're not rolling it out until next year, but kids can literally go on like virtual field trips to the Grand Canyon or whatever and learn about all sorts of cool stuff using VR. So
Oh, wow.
we try to do a little bit of both, the old and the new, and
Yeah.
but cool stuff that we got going on there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's part of the complete education that's moving forward, isn't it? It's no longer just reading books and all that. We're incorporating technology more and more. It's cool to see that at peace.
Yeah, a little bit of all of it. There's a lot to be said for shutting off devices, obviously, and learning the old-fashioned way too. But
Yep.
yeah, we try to do a little bit of all of it. So yeah.
Absolutely. And if you want
Misty,
to
where
come
are we headed?
I want to go show off this gym, Pastor.
Yes, good.
on our way there, I'll just remind people that we're taking a look at Peace Lutheran Ministries, their school, the 3161 Lawndale Road. The open house starting at 1 o'clock, so just in a few minutes, but it'll be continuing on until 3. If you want to check out all of this and more, I'm sure we won't get to absolutely everything. This is a big place.
It's a big place, and we'd let you know. It's sort of like anything else. In person is always better than virtual. So while
Absolutely.
I'm thrilled that you guys have us here and are walking through it, it's for instance, this gym, you got to stand here to really appreciate how blessed we are. We have the bleachers up right now, so it looks even bigger. But this is where, of course, we do all of our sports stuff, but we also worship here as, we're a Lutheran school. And so we have the chance to do a little mini church service basically every week on Wednesdays. And so I get to rock out on guitar and sing some songs with the kids and teach them about Jesus in here. So we use this spot. We meet with parents here once a year for our parent info meeting. we try to use each space for a variety of different things because we got a lot going on.
Yeah, and just like all your other schools, I mean, we have our physical education classes in here, and we also offer many, many sports. A lot of people may not know that Lutheran schools may even offer more than some of the public schools. And so we just want to make sure that people understand that we have our sports teams. They always do very well. We just had a student at the national cross country meet in Wisconsin for qualifying. It was his second year for qualifying, and
Yeah.
you know, God gives us many talents, and has blessed the Peace Sports team here as well.
Yeah, I remember our former senior pastor once telling me, sports is very close to God here at Peace. We take God more seriously, but sports is pretty close. We've had some of our basketball teams go to Valpo for the national tournament, which is not something everybody gets to go to. Yeah, we're very, very blessed here, not just with the facility, but with the kids to, like Misty said, be able to use those God-given abilities. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful space.
All right. Well, you want to go take a look at the music room?
I do.
Did you have any questions, Jonathan?
Well, no, but I'm noticing a common theme here, and as a product of Lutheran schools, I can attest to the faith-based nature of the education. It's part of everything that's done within a Lutheran school, and it is top-notch education as well. Do you need to be a Lutheran to attend Peace?
No, great question. Absolutely not. I mean, we're very proud of our Lutheran identity, our heritage, and our beliefs. But, I always say Jesus is for everybody, and so are we. So I don't care if you're an atheist, an agnostic, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Baptist, a non-denominational. We're here to love kids in the name of Jesus and equip them to be lights in a dark world. And I think anybody can get behind that. So we do teach and preach Jesus every day here, but I mean, ultimately Jesus said, love God and love people. I don't know who can't get behind that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I did want to show you these
Oh, yeah.
beautiful displays for our artwork. Here in a few minutes, we'll be down to our art studio. But one of the church members over at Peace, it may have been a small team, they have dedicated their time and talents and created these beautiful display spaces for our school and our students' art. And we have just, I think, the best art teacher in the world. And
Oh, yeah.
she is so great at inspiring these students to do great things. And so I'm happy that we're able to display that for the children.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I love the fact that we have this here, and I love the artwork, but it's our art teacher that sets us apart. And she's a microcosm of the whole place. The reason Peace is so awesome isn't just because of all the physical stuff that you're going to see. It's because of the people. I'm biased, to be clear, but I honestly think they're the greatest teachers that you could possibly have. One of them is right here in our music room.
Yeah.
This is our huge music space where our band students practice, where our choirs practice, and where Miss Amy Gunther also teaches general music to all of our students, preschool all the way through 5th grade, and then 6th through 8th grade has the opportunity to do choir. But big, beautiful space. And
Yeah.
probably got the biggest classroom, I guess, in the whole school.
Yeah. Besides Jeremy for PE.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have the big high ceilings, and you see all the things on the wall for, producing the best sound and maybe even muffling some of the not the best sounds that come out of this room.
That's what I was gonna say, because it's a newer building, and so like the school I grew up in, our music room was just a room that they happened to do music room in. This was designed specifically for band and choir and music, and so we're very blessed with this space.
Yeah, we do share a band director with Valley Lutheran.
Yeah, she's part of the shared time program that we take part in, and yeah, so the band teacher at Valley is our band teacher as well.
Yeah.
Teacher, director, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Amy. We're going to just continue on down through here. Jonathan was just telling me before we started that he is very familiar with, he was raised in Lutheran schools.
I heard that.
And,
Oh, yes.
he actually went to several because his dad is a Lutheran pastor as well.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Cheers to Lutheran pastors. Here's one of my favorite things. This, I don't know if you can make it out, but it says, "Be careful or you'll end up in my next sermon."
That's fantastic. Well, as a product of Lutheran schools, I can tell you that music and the arts are front and center in
Amen.
a lot of the things that are done. There's a lot of emphasis put on it. You're still going to get the math, the science, the English,
Oh, yeah.
all of these other core things, but there's so much effort put into the arts and the music that is just fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amen to all of that. As a product of Lutheran schools myself, I benefited from that, and I didn't start playing guitar and different things until later in life. But honestly, it was the seeds that were planted when I was young in a school like this. So
I was just looking at our time and it looks like we're doing very well. So in addition to what I'm going to show you at the end of the hall, I did just want to stop into a regular classroom.
Ooh.
Oh, and here, hello, Mr. Pett. It's good. This is Mr. Pett. He's our fifth grade teacher, and he is also our athletic director. So, actually, I want to ask you a question here. I'm glad you're here. This is so you can just see one of our classrooms, but we were in the gym a minute ago talking about all the sports that are offered. Could you just kind of give a list of that for
Yeah,
us?
absolutely. In our fall sports season, we have cross country, volleyball for fourth through eighth grade, and then soccer for sixth through eighth grade, and sometimes fifth grade. Winter, we have pom poms, we have basketball. Basketball runs from fourth to eighth grade that we offer, and then in the spring, we also offer track for fourth through eighth grade.
Yeah, and actually, our Palms team, are we the only Lutheran elementary that has a Palms team in this
Yeah,
area?
POMS team. Some other area Lutheran schools have cheerleading teams, but
Okay.
we specifically have a POM team.
Yeah, well, Palms are huge here, and a lot of our Palms go on to compete at Valley Lutheran High School whenever they go to that next level. And our Palms got to perform just the other night during halftime of the varsity boys, and
Yeah.
you would almost think they were varsity Palms. They are
Yes,
just so
yeah,
good.
they
It's
did a-
crazy how good these girls are. So, yeah.
and some guys, I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
was part of Valley's guy girl team where we won states at
Oh my
FCSU
goodness, I
year
did not know
2000.
this.
I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but it's kind of a big deal. So
I love it. I love it.
Do
Continue
you
the
have that
legacy.
trophy?
I
still?
don't, but I do have some pictures. I'll show you.
Oh my. Okay, we'll have to definitely get those out for next
Thank you, Mr.
year's
Pett.
live stream.
Yes, my wife actually, who's our second grade teacher, was on the pom team at Valley, and so she and I were doing some dancing back in the day. I don't do as much anymore. But
This is the most beautiful thing I will hear today. I'm not gonna lie.
we're doing art.
Yeah, let's go to the art
Yeah.
room.
We are crazy blessed again with a gorgeous room and supplies and whatever. But Connie Wollenweber is our art teacher, and she is second to none. Incredibly talented artist herself, but also a very impassioned art teacher, and so that's why she's able to churn out some of the work that she does. You'll see we've got a kiln in the back. They're able to do pottery and sculpture making.
Wow.
She would talk a whole lot more about all the different things that she's able to do in here. But some of these kids blow my mind, man, with what they're able to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through over here. As he mentioned, I don't know a lot of elementary schools that have kilns in their art room. So, and this is a huge blessing because when I've been at Peace for, it'll be 10 years this summer, my first year here, we had art on a cart.
Right.
We had an dedicated art teacher who went to all of the classrooms and did art. So when we, as I was telling you, when we expanded here a few years ago, we added our state-of-the-art science lab and this absolutely gorgeous art studio because both are extremely important to us for our families. And, we wanted to put our money where our mouth was and say, hey, let's get off a cart and let's dedicate some real space to this. So we have our own kiln. We have pottery wheels that you can see underneath here. And one of my favorite things that I always like to point out, can you see
Is that a
those?
giraffe?
It is. So this has a special story. A few years ago, our Great Lakes Bay Region's elementary schools put on a play, a joint play, which they still do to this day. All the schools get together and they do a musical together. And our art students, it was Lion King, and our art students did all of the set and the
Oh.
props and all of this. So it was just such a collaborative effort among the schools and the arts and drama programs. And, that's just something special, especially when you've got schools that are really struggling and having to cut
Yeah.
a lot of these programs that we are just blessed to continue to offer and really enjoy for our students.
I will say that is a fantastic program. My sister was actually in The Lion King when they did it a few years ago, and I wondered who did the costume design.
Oh my
It was so good.
goodness.
Such a small world.
Well,
Yeah.
now you know it was here and it was our students. And I remember they even did a parade one day with all of the props, you know, trying to get everybody hyped up for the production. And the little kids just thought it was the best thing when they saw all these giant, you know, giraffe heads and stuff coming
Yeah.
through the school.
It's pretty impressive.
So here we are entering our science lab. And again, I just think this is pretty unique for an early or an elementary school. I think it looks like it would be a high school science lab.
Yeah, it's as nice as Valley's was at the time when I was there. Again, it's not just the physical space. It's Mary Cobalt, our science teacher, who is incredible. But yeah, between we got eye wash stations and Bunsen burners for days up in here.
That's right. You get something in your eyes, we are ready here.
Yes, but it is a really cool space.
Yeah.
I know that I was in here. They were dissecting frogs the other day, and
Oh, I could
that's why
smell that as
yeah,
soon as you
yep,
said
the
that. Oh,
formaldehyde and
there's our science teacher now who's going to try and hide. It's Mrs. Cobalt. Great timing.
you're showing off your cool space.
Yeah, this is always our last spot on the tour because I think it's just absolutely wonderful. And one of the things, not to be diminished, that makes it wonderful is Mrs. Cobalt. She loves her job, she loves the students, and it shows every day here at Peace.
That is awesome. Yeah, it does look like a high school science lab. A lot of the facilities that we've seen here walking through look like they wouldn't be out of place in a hallway on a high school. So definitely top-notch facilities, top-notch people too.
Oh, well, thank you. We like to think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got pretty high marks. We were recently accredited again. It's a process that we go through every 5 years from NLSA, which is National Lutheran Schools Accreditation.
Yep.
And it's a year-long process or even more.
Years, really.
Yeah.
As soon as we finish, we start again.
Mhm.
But yeah, the last time we were accredited, they offered these national awards, of which only 5 schools in the nation qualified for, and we were one of them. Funnily enough, one of the other 5 was Valley Lutheran High School right down the road from us.
Wow.
So literally 2 out of 5 in the entire nation that were named as national schools of distinction. They no longer give that award. I think we hurt everybody's feelings. I don't know, but they got rid of that distinction. But we're still very proud of it and believe we would have continued with that. And yeah, we do a lot of things well. We're not perfect. We're human like anybody else, but I think we also teach and preach forgiveness here, which again I think is
Oh, yeah.
sets us apart from a lot of other places and makes us a special place to be.
Yeah, since we have a second, I'd just like to add that, you know, I live right down the street from here, and I did not even know I did not know a Lutheran. I moved here from Kentucky, you may be able to tell. And we just came in here kind of like a lot of the people may come in here today for the
Right.
open house
Right.
just to check it out. And we thought, well, we'll do it for kindergarten. And we did it, and we went all the way through 8th grade. It is absolutely top notch here. And you don't have to work here. I did, but we won't make you stay. But we would love for you to come on out today and just check out our facility, check out our people, see what our kids are doing. And there are no silly questions. We want to tell you everything.
Yes, yes. Whatever you want to know, we'll let you know. And I think you'll have fun. So come on down and check us out. Also, there's candy. I don't know if you're.
Oh, yeah. Candy.
Can't argue with that. Well,
What got me here?
It's 1 to 3 p.m. today at Peace Lutheran School. That's 3161 Lawndale Road. You can check out all of these facilities and more. We didn't get to see everything, and I know there's a lot more there and a lot of people too that you get to talk to behind making all of this work. And I'm sure that there will be plenty of questions asked and plenty of answers to be found. So head on out to Peace Lutheran School here today. 3161 Lawndale Road. Check out that complete education, that faith-based education. But once again, that's everything, but it's not everything
Right.
when you're looking at a school here. Misty, thank you so much for having us here today, and
Thank
good luck.
you. All right. All right. Just come on out. We're going to be here, and we really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you very much. Everybody else, have a good day.